Hi everyone, my name is Shalom Habu. You're welcome to Click Sports, and without any further ado, let us jump into our stories for the week.
You are watching Click Sports. Click to explore the games.
In the EPL, we saw Man City drop points at home to Brentford to open the door to Arsenal to extend their lead at the top of the table. Ivan Toney was at his best to give City the run around. He scored 2 neatly taken goals. Well, as for Gareth Southgate, man, it seems like he probably was on some drug of some type to have left Toney out of his England World Cup squad. And Ivan Toney sent the perfect message to him. In the other game, Tottenham were able to come through an exciting match against Leeds. 4-3 was the scoreline, and scores like this tell you everything you need to know about the game. At least Spurs were finally able to play an exciting game, although the fans are still on Conte's case to change the style of play. Well, let's see how things go. You know, everyone knows that Conte is a very stubborn man and he's very principled, or should I say stiff about his ways. So, I mean, let's see if maybe he can make a few changes, sign the right players here to help spice up the way Tottenham play. Liverpool were able to beat Southampton by 2-1, with Darwin Núñez scoring twice to ease the pressure on Klopp and also keep his scoring form going. In the big team clash of the weekend, Newcastle further staked their claim, being a top 4 team by beating Chelsea by 1-0. Arsenal FC were able to further silence the doubters and the haters by beating Wolves 2 goals from Captain Fantastic Martin Odegaard to give themselves a bit of breathing space in the chase for the title in the EPL. Arsenal are now 5 points above Man City. Well, that says a lot, for Man City to lose and then Arsenal to take advantage of the fact that Man City lost. That says something that this team, they actually have the caliber of champions and they can actually match on to win the title. But you can't write City off yet. Arsenal need to keep it going. They shouldn't slow down. They shouldn't relax. They should keep it going. In the weekend's final game, we saw Garnacho, the new kid on the block, grab a late and dramatic winner for Manchester United. Oh my God. There is a new kid on the block, guys, and his name is Alejandro Garnacho. Wow. And, he seems to have made the changes that he needs to have made, to improve his career. He's more disciplined now, he's more family oriented, he spends less time out there partying and doing all that. Now focuses more on his football, and you can see the product that he's delivering. You can see what he's delivering. For him to come on the pitch as a 19-year-old, and be able to grab a late winner for him, that is a big thing, and that will only serve to boost his confidence more as he keeps going. In the German Bundesliga, we saw the Battle of Borussia. Mönchengladbach were able to beat title-chasing Dortmund by 4-2. Marcus Thuram maintains his scoring form. Unfortunately, Youssoufa Moukoko couldn't do the same to aid his team. This means Dortmund lost further ground in the title chase and dropped to 6th place. We also saw Sadio Mane-less Bayern Munich win by 2-0 to maintain top position in the league. Bayern are just Bayern, you understand? Can't stop and won't stop. Keep pushing, Julian Nagelsmann. I mean, what can I say? What can I say about Bayern has not been said? Usually, they don't start well. In the past few years, other teams get in front of them. Union Berlin was dominating. Now, Union Berlin is down to 5th. But one thing we always know is that once Bayern gets in ahead of the rest, there's no looking back for Bayern. They will not be stopped. So, at this point in time, I'm just going to say that the Bundesliga is a foregone conclusion. Now Bayern are in charge and no stopping them. The league, In the Serie A, we saw Rafael Leao help AC Milan to a 2-1 victory over Fiorentina. As things stand, Milan sits second, 8 points behind league leaders Napoli. Speaking of the league leaders, Napoli are 8 points clear and do not look to be slowing down anytime soon. They grabbed it through a 3-2 victory in an enthralling affair. And the main man, Victor Osimhen, was on show again as he opened the scoring. Napoli will not be stopped no matter what. No matter what the others do, and it seems, Luciano Spalletti's boys are on point and there's no slowing them down anytime soon. Let's keep watching and see how things go for them. Juventus, on the other hand, sealed a big win over rivals Lazio by scoring 3-0, with Moise Kean grabbing 2 needed goals, 2 big goals, needed essential goals for his confidence. The boy has not been scoring of late, and he needs to get his career back to a point whereby he is performing frequently, not stop start. You get loaned out here, you get sold here. No, he needs to pick himself, and whatever he's doing outside of football that may be preventing him from delivering on the pitch the way he needs to get back in the groove so that he can maintain the form. And you can see with a player like this, Juventus should not be struggling the way they've been doing this season, but this is good for Juventus. You understand, they are back to winning ways, playing like the Juventus we all know. And do not forget, Paul Pogba and Angel Di Maria are missing in the equation. So what happens when they are forced back in? You understand? Well, let's hope that, you understand, Juventus will get their act together and really get back to where they actually are supposed to be. You understand? As for Inter Milan, Simeone Inzaghi's men were able to dig out a 3-2 victory against Atalanta. Ademola Lookman was on the score sheet yet again, but Edin Dzeko was able to grab a brace to help Inter to a vital 3 points as they place in 5th in Serie A. In the French Ligue 1, Paris Saint-Germain grabbed a 5-0 win over Auxerre to keep them top. Mbappe, Ekitike and the likes got their vital goals just before we move into the World Cup season. You understand? PSG, just like Bayern Munich, PSG, they own the league, man. They own France. You understand? And yeah, they keep winning. So, man, what more is there to say? You understand? They're first. The only thing I will touch on is the youngster Hugo Ekitike. You understand? Coming in and, you understand, grabbing a goal. That is good for him. That is big for his confidence. You know, sometimes when a quality young player is signed into a big team like this and they are forced to sit on the bench, you know, it can affect their confidence. You understand? But for him to come in, having Mbappe, Messi, and Neymar ahead of him, he sits on the bench, and when he gets his chance, he comes in and grabs a goal. That is big for him, and let him keep going. I am sure that this boy has a big career in the near future for him, whether at PSG or anywhere else. But if he keeps this up, he will not be easy to stop. That is all for football.
You are watching Click Sports. Click to explore the games.
Combat Sports, Leon Edwards claimed he is ready to go against Kamaru Usman for his maiden UFC title defense next year and wants to do it at Villa Park, Aston Villa Stadium. As Rocky insists trilogy bout will be an easier fight than 5-round war in August. Wow. Will be an easier fight. He thinks that it will be easier for him to beat Kamaru Usman in the next fight. Why will he say such a thing? Well, personally, I think that, you understand, you see the way Kamaru Usman was knocked out, that can really affect your psyche. And it seems like Leon Edwards is trying to hinge on that aspect. You understand? He feels maybe he might have broken his will. But my only advice to Rocky, Leon Edwards, don't get carried away. This is Nigeria we're talking about. It's a nightmare. You never know. Yes, we lose from time to time, but you never know. Kamaru Usman might shock you. So the only thing I'll say to you is just be on your game. Do not underestimate your opponents. You understand? Train as hard as you can. Kamaru is always training anyway. Everybody knows that Kamaru is one of the hardest workers you ever find. He's always training. And he's coming for you, Leon Edwards. So, well, I'm looking forward to an exciting fight, and may the best man win. In the big news of the weekend, sadly, for me as a Nigerian, as an MMA fan, you understand, the Nigerian UFC champion Israel Adesanya suffered his 3rd defeat to Poatan Pereira, and honestly, I'm really disappointed for Israel. But you just have to give it to Alex Pereira, the Brazilian. He has Izzy's number, and there's no hope here for Izzy, I believe. Although as a Nigerian, we'll have to stick with our man and hope he can find that win. Well, Izzy, one thing I can say is that I was really impressed with the way he spoke after the fight. He didn't seem like someone who was affected by the loss. So, you understand, based on that attitude, well, yeah, there will be a rematch very soon. But personally, for me, I just think that this man, Alex Pereira, just has it over him, and there's really nothing Israel can do. You understand? Israel is known to struggle against guys that are either as tall as him, with as long as him, or bigger than him. So well, sometimes, you know, if you're a bully, sometimes, you understand, a bigger bully will always beat a small bully. That's my view. But anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in this week. We really appreciate you. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Every time you watch, just give us a like and subscribe. It helps our channel grow, and it helps us bring this content to you more. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. See y'all next week. Thank you.